So I was sitting here thinking about Port Charles and how this whole mess with Cullum getting shot is going to blow wide open. Honestly, it's a total cluster. You know what? Everyone's acting like they know the score, but they don't. They really don't. And I'm telling you, this guy Brennan, he's the wild card, the ace in the hole, the guy who's going to make everyone look like a bunch of amateurs. Look, let's talk real for a minute. The WSB, those suits have been itching to get their grubby little paws all over our town for a minute now. It's like they think they own the place. First, we get Brennan rolling in representing the agency or whatever they're calling themselves this week. Then Cullum shows up acting all high and mighty as the WSB big shot. It's a power play, plain and simple. They want dominance. They want to be the ones pulling the strings behind the scenes while the PCPD is busy chasing its own tail. And then, bam, Cullum gets popped. 1 minute he's the director, the next he's leaking out on the dock. I mean, he lived, yeah, lucky him, but man, that whole scene was sketchy as hell. Now, everybody's pointing fingers at Jason. Big surprise, right? It's always Jason. The guy can't even go for a walk without someone accusing him of a felony. They got him in cuffs, ready to throw away the key. But here's where my brain starts going sideways. Why would Brennan be the one to break this case? Because he's not just some agent. I'm betting my bottom dollar that Brennan's been playing a much longer game. See, there's this rumor, this whisper in the shadows that Brennan was running a secret project. Hidden cameras everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Public places, the dark corners, the spots where people think they're alone. Now, you got to understand something about the law. Even the cops, the PCPD, they can't just go around sticking hidden cams wherever they want. They got rules. Fourth Amendment stuff, you know, they can put up traffic cams, sure. Security cams in plain sight, fine. But hidden stuff, that's a no-go. Without a warrant from a judge or some high-level congressional sign-off. It's illegal as all get out for regular law enforcement. But the WSB, those guys don't play by the same rulebook as us mortals. They think they're above it. National security is their favorite get-out-of-jail-free card. So, I'm thinking Brennan, acting on orders from some shadow cabinet or some desk jockey in DC, had the main pier wired up. And that's the kicker. The main pier is where the magic happened, or the tragedy, depending on how you look at it. Brennan's sitting on a goldmine of digital evidence. He knows. He knows Jason didn't do it. He probably watched the whole thing go down on a high-def monitor while sipping some overpriced bourbon. In my gut, I feel like that video shows the real truth. It was Rocco. Little Rocco kid probably didn't even know what he was getting into. And Nathan's the one who whisked him away, tried to protect the kid, while Jason, being Jason, just stood there and took the heat. Classic Jason. Self-sacrificing to a fault. It's almost annoying, isn't it? Like, dude, stand up for yourself for once. But no, he's got to be the martyr. So, Brennan's got this footage. He's got the receipts, as the kids say. But why hasn't he come forward yet? Because he's waiting for the perfect moment to cause the most chaos. That's how these spooks work. They don't care about justice. They care about leverage. When Brennan finally drops that video, man, the fireworks are going to be something else. It's going to be a total mess for a lot of people. Nathan's going to be in the hot seat for obstructing justice. Rocco's life is going to be flipped upside down. And the whole town's going to realize they were living in a panopticon run by the WSB. But here's the educational part of this whole soap opera mess. Pay attention now, because this is important. Even if the WSB had those cameras there illegally, the truth is still the truth. In a court of law, that video might be fruit of the poisonous tree, but in the court of public opinion, it's game over. And let's look at Cullum, the guy who got shot. Everyone's feeling sorry for him because he was at death's door. But I'm telling you, that video is going to show that Cullum wasn't some innocent victim. I'm betting he attacked Jason first. Like, really went for him. Tried to end him. He was the aggressor. and then Rocco stepped in. Maybe it was an accident, maybe it was a save the day moment gone wrong. But the point is, Cullum started the fire. The irony is just chef's kiss. Cullum probably ordered those cameras installed himself. He wanted to keep tabs on everyone, to control the narrative, and now his own secret surveillance is going to be the very thing that exposes his attempt to murder Jason. Talk about hoisted by his own petard. That's a fancy way of saying he screwed himself with his own tool. I mean, think about the ethics here. We're talking about privacy versus security. It's a real world problem, not just some Port Charles drama. The WSB represents that overreach, that we know what's best for you attitude that makes my skin crawl. They're like that annoying neighbor who's always peeking through their blinds, except they have drones and satellites. Brennan is interesting though. I don't think he's a total villain. He's more like a pragmatist. He sees the chessboard. He sees that Cullum was a liability. By exposing the video, he gets rid of a bad director, clears a high-profile target like Jason, who, let's be honest, the WSB probably wants to recruit or keep as an asset anyway, and he establishes himself as the new alpha in town. It's going to be a rough ride for Rocco's family. Can you imagine the fallout, the guilt? Nathan trying to explain why he covered for a shooter. It's going to be messy, real messy. But that's Port Charles for you. One day you're having coffee at Metro Court, the next you're at the centre of a global intelligence scandal. So what's the takeaway? Don't trust the guys in the suits, ever. And if you're going to do something stupid at the pier, maybe check for hidden lenses first. Seriously though, Brennan's move is going to change everything. It's about more than just who shot who. It's about who has the power to see the truth and who has the power to hide it. Brennan's holding all the cards right now. He's just waiting for the right moment to flip them over and say, checkmate. I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing Cullum's face when he realizes he's been caught in his own trap. That kind of poetic justice. You just can't script it better than that. Well, I mean, they do script it, but you know what I mean. The whole WSB dominance thing is really the backbone of this arc. They aren't just here to solve crimes. They're here to occupy. It's like a soft invasion. And Brennan, he's the face of that invasion. He's charming, he's smart, and he's got the tech to back it up. I keep thinking about that pier. It's such a public spot. People go there to think, to talk, to, well, shoot people, apparently. And the idea that there's this invisible eye watching it all, it's spooky. It's real deal Orwellian stuff. Brennan being the one to publicize it is a double-edged sword. Yeah, it saves Jason, but it also reveals how deep the WSB's claws are in the city's infrastructure. And Jason, poor, dumb, noble Jason, sitting in that cell, probably thinking he's doing the right thing. He's such a bro sometimes, you know? Like, he's got this code of honor that's just, it's out of time. In a world of Brennan's and Cullum's, Jason's code is like bringing a knife to a drone fight. But hey, that's why we watch, right? We want to see the good guy get cleared, even if it's by a guy who's definitely not a good guy. Brennan's actions are going to be a necessary evil for Jason's freedom. I'm telling you, keep your eyes on Brennan. He's not just a messenger. He's the architect of the next phase of this story. When that video drops, the ripples are going to turn into a tidal wave. And Nathan, man, I feel for him. He's caught between a rock and a hard place. He loves the kid. He wants to protect the family, but he's messing with the WSB. That's like poking a hornet's nest with a short stick. Not going to end well. The whole thing is just, it's a lot. It's a lot to process. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the drama, the betrayal, and the sweet, sweet irony of Cullum's own cameras being his downfall. Anyway, that's my take. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Brennan's got that look in his eye. The look of a man who knows exactly where the bodies are buried. Or, in this case, exactly where the camera is hidden. It's going to be a wild few weeks in Port Charles. Buckle up, because Brennan's about to hit upload, and once that happens, there's no going back. The truth is a bitch, and she's coming for everyone. I guess the lesson here is the walls have ears, the piers have eyes, and the WSB, they have everything else. And Brennan, he's just the guy holding the remote. Stay tuned, because this cluttered mess of a town is about to get a whole lot more interesting. I'm out. Peace. And, oh, one more thing. If you see a camera where it shouldn't be, wave. Brennan might be watching. I mean, it's just crazy how the whole thing fits together, right? Like, if Cullum hadn't been so obsessed with control, he wouldn't have put those cameras there. If he hadn't put the cameras there, Brennan wouldn't have the proof. And if Brennan didn't have the proof, Jason would be Rotwell. He'd be in Pentonville for a long time. It's a circle. A dark, twisted circle of what goes around comes around. I'm tired of the WSB thinking they can just waltz in. But at least this time, their arrogance is working in our favour. For now, actually. I wonder if Brennan's been watching other people too. What else is on those servers? Who else is he keeping tabs on? That's the real scary part. This isn't just about one shooting, it's about total surveillance. But yeah, Jason's going to be free, Rocco's going to be in trouble, Nathan's going to be sweating, and Brennan, he's going to be the king of the castle. What a mess. What a glorious soap operatic mess. I'm definitely going to need more popcorn for this. Wait, I just thought of something else. If the cameras were there, did they catch the conversation before the shot? Like, did they hear Cullum threatening Jason? If there's audio, too. Ooh boy. Cullum is toast. Absolute burnt toast. Anyway, I'm rambling now. But you get it. Brennan is the key. The secret cameras are the lock. And the truth is about to come busting through the door. Can't wait. Seriously. It's going to be epic. Okay. For real this time. I'm done. See you around the docks. Maybe. If the WSB lets us. Just kidding. Maybe later. Your favorite Port Charles analyzer guy.